Hi, my name is Dagnachew from Ethiopia, Ministry of Culture and Tourism previously. I'm a research director. My presentation is on socio-economic development contribution of heritage on socio-economic development. As the title indicates, there are two parts which are social and economic aspect. But in this case, we will focus on only the economic aspect of the heritage contribution. And here, as you see from the slide, the data which is taken from my ministry it shows most of the tourists comes in January and December, which shows that this time there are cultural heritage events or rituals, and this indicates almost all the tourists come to visit these heritage sites, and this also an indication for the economic contribution for cultural heritage is very important for Ethiopians. Here, these tourists have their own expenditures, and these expenditures are for revenue for the country. Here, as you see in the chart, these receipts are or revenues are higher in the stable condition, but in the case of the conditions which are unstable, it's declined. And this heritage is very important when there is a stable condition. The same is true here in job in millions. That means this is the social aspect of especially the unemployment rate. Here, as you see, in 2010, there is 1.8 million jobs using this tourism contribution, whereas in 2019, it increased up to 27 million. But as you see, because of the coronavirus and the war which is happened in Ethiopia in 2020, and after that, it is declined into 1 million. Currently, it is below that because of the instability. In addition to that, when you see the contribution of the GDP, here, as World Tourism Travel says, there is 10% GDP contribution for the economy. But when you come to 2020, it's very much declined to 3% because there is a case that is coronavirus case and the war case. And here, when there is an unstable condition, this heritage is very damaged at the same time because of where the economic contribution is decreased. At the same time, the unemployment persons destroy those heritages at the same time also. And it is correlated that when there is a shortage of income, they destroy heritage at the same time also. And these heritages are different from the other resources, renewable resources. For example, mine, there is a means of conflict, but this heritage site has no conflict reason. Only there is a means of interaction is increasing as a social aspect, and because of that, this is important. When it comes to specifically these examples with Lalibela and Gondar, here, as you see, this is the chart shows that the domestics and the international tourists revenue. Here, the smallest one is the domestics one, and the graph, which is the increased one, is the total. Here, the international tourists is increasing because of that. The dollar exchange rate is increasing. That's why but otherwise, the number of tourists are the domestic ones are more greater than that of the international tourists. here, the same is true Gondar, but as you see here in 2021, there is also a nil. It shows a nil because of the war and this coronavirus. Here in Gondar and Lalibela, the impact of corona is that much because in the other areas or the out of the countryside, or that means the regions that much have no impact on the coronavirus impact is less. Because of that, the homegrown economy currently, or economy of Ethiopia, focuses on tourism, and currently tourism launched as a minister by itself, and at the same time, one of the sectors which are the economic sector is tourism, because previously it was a service sector. Now currently, because of this contribution, it becomes an economic sector, and for the next 10 years plan, our government plans to increase the heritage tourism contribution to GDP by 10%, and to increase the jobs. As you see, previously it was 2.7 the maximum one. Now we have planned to 3.7 million jobs in the tourism sector, and at the same time to bring 7.2 million tourists, because the government focus on this to cultural heritage site development and the others. Thank you very much for your listening.